Let's talk about a word that we all know, and that, let's be honest, can feel kinda heavy: responsibility. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if it's not a burden at all, but actually a source of incredible power? Let's dive into that.
First things first, we have to acknowledge why this whole topic can feel so daunting for so many of us.
I mean, really, think about it for a second. That moment where you say, okay, I've got this, and then bam, it feels like the weight of the world just landed squarely on your shoulders. You felt that before, right?
Well, if you have, just know this: you are absolutely not alone. That feeling is practically universal, and there are some very real, very specific reasons why it happens.
So, why does it feel like we're trying to carry a mountain on our backs? Well, it turns out there are three big psychological reasons at play.
Three core reasons, and the first one is a biggie. It's fear. Simple as that. The second we accept responsibility for something, we are also accepting the possibility of failure. The outcome is on us now, and that can be terrifying.
And this is the tape that starts playing in our heads, isn't it? This loop of self-doubt and what-ifs. It can make responsibility feel like this heavy stone you have to lug around everywhere you go.
And if fear wasn't enough, we've got the second reason this feels so heavy: expectations. Because the moment you step up, suddenly, everybody expects results.
And that pressure, it's coming from everywhere: society, your family, your friends, and maybe the biggest source of all, yourself. It's like you're suddenly on a stage with 1,000 spotlights on you, and every tiny mistake feels huge. That pressure can be absolutely crushing.
And the third reason, well, this one is kind of wired right into us. Our brains are built to love the easy path, you know? The path that avoids risk, avoids blame, and more than anything, avoids discomfort.
Taking responsibility yanks us right off that easy path and shoves us onto the path of growth. And here's the thing about growth: it's always uncomfortable. It's supposed to be. It's the struggle of a seed breaking through the soil to get to the sun. Without that struggle, we just stay buried.
Okay, I know, this all sounds pretty intense, but let me share a really simple story that I think completely flips this whole idea on its head. So picture this young guy in an office. This was his daily mantra. He saw himself as a total victim of his circumstances, always blaming the world around him for why he was stuck.
Then one day, a mentor gives him this advice. It seems so simple, right? But for him, it was a revolution. Stop blaming, take ownership, and focus on one thing: becoming so valuable that you can't be ignored.
So he does it. And years later, after he's become a leader himself, he has this massive realization. Responsibility was never the weight holding him down. All along, it was the key that unlocked his freedom.
And that story, it brings us to the absolute core truth of this whole thing. We have to completely redefine what the word responsibility actually means in our minds.
Forget burden, forget blame. Look at the word itself: responsibility. It is simply your ability to respond. It's not a punishment, it's a superpower. It's your power to act, to choose, to shape what happens next.
And when you truly see it that way, everything changes. You stop being a victim waiting for someone else to fix things. You stop being a side character in a story written by somebody else. You pick up the pen and you become the author.
So what do we do with all this? How do we deal with that initial heavy feeling when we decide to take charge?
You just have to remember this: that feeling of being burdened, it's temporary. It's the soreness after a good workout, but the strength you get from it, the growth, that's permanent. That stays with you forever.
I love this way of thinking about it. That weight you feel isn't a chain. It's not holding you down. It's the weight of your own potential. It's the weight of your wings right before you figure out how to fly.
Because that's what it all comes down to, really. Every single time you choose to embrace responsibility, you are literally building the bridge to your future self, to a stronger, more capable, more free version of you.
So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. Who are you meant to be tomorrow? Because the answer to that starts the moment you decide to start building that bridge. Thanks for joining me.